Hello, I'm Heidi.
I'm Cassandra.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So Cassandra, today we're going to have about a 5 to 10 minute session. This is a space where you can feel open and it's private and confidential. So any problems or situations that have been bothering you lately, feel free to discuss or talk about anything that you wish. Does this sound okay with you?
Yes, that sounds awesome.
So what brings you in today?
Okay, well, I recently got a new job at my favorite store, Aritzia. I've always wanted a job there, and I finally got one, so I quit my old job pretty rapidly, just because I was excited, and I've been working there for about a month and a half now, and it's way more than I bargained for. I have to wear a certain thing, which means I have to spend a lot of money, because I'm supposed to be wearing what's in season, like what they have at the store. It's very competitive, because I have to reach a certain amount of sales every single hour, so it's constantly competing with the other coworkers, just stressing me right out. Like, I have to do a lot of training, and I just feel like so overwhelmed because it's just so not practical with everything else that I have in my life right now.
Okay, so it sounds like you're feeling stressed due to the fact that you had to leave your old job that was so comfortable and that you were good at, you had seniority, and you have gone to a new job where the environmental needs and the social needs that are associated with it, such as spending money, aren't fitting with your lifestyle. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I just feel so overwhelmed just because I do love this job. Like, it's my favorite store, and everyone's really nice, but it's just so not practical because I have to do school and I have to volunteer, and I can't go from school to my job because I have to wear a certain thing. And I'm so tired after a long day of school, but then I have to go to work and work super, super hard to get sales. And then it's just like so stressful because I feel like I just can't do everything at once. And I'm just constantly going because I don't have any extra time. And I just feel like it's not really benefiting me at all because like it's just costing me way more than it is giving me any benefits.
Okay. So you were hired on at this other job while you were working at your old job, and did you leave on a good note?
Yeah, like I left, I put in my 2 weeks, I explained the situation, I explained how I got hired at this awesome store. I got a pay raise, like there was so many benefits at the beginning, and that's why it meant a lot to me, like being able to even get this job, and I did leave my old job on a good note. But now I just feel like super stressed out.
Okay, so it sounds like you didn't do any research before going into this job because you weren't aware that you had to wear clothes that you had to buy there, and you didn't realize that it was paid on commission, so you had to have that competition with other clients before quitting your old job. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Like, I probably quit my old job pretty rapidly without kind of weighing the pros and cons. But I was just super excited because I never thought I would get this job at Aritzia. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I probably just did it way too rapidly and didn't really think about kind of what this new job at Aritzia would entail without, and like just did it so quickly without kind of considering maybe it was beneficial to stay at my old job.
Okay. So what are some ideal outcomes that you're wanting to see then?
Well, I guess ideally I would just kind of like to see my stress level lowered so I can kind of fit in my job and school and volunteering all at once. So I would just like to kind of be able to figure out what the best decision is in order to make my life more practical.
Okay. And right now, what would help you lower your stress level then?
Well, I think maybe I'm just working too much there. So I think I'm not having enough time to kind of get my schoolwork done and focus on school, as that obviously is my main priority.
Okay.
So I think in order to lower my stress level, I probably need to cut back on my hours. But then I don't know, I think I need to make a decision as to whether or not this is the best fit for me as a student, or if I should kind of maybe go back to my old job or kind of look for something new.
Okay. So in my experience, I have been in a similar situation where I had seniority and experience at one job that I was very comfortable at, and then was hired on in a different position at a different organization, and I was so excited for it that I just quit and kind of jumped the gun and started working right away and took on too much that I could handle. So one thing that I found that was beneficial for me was that I communicated with my boss and my employer to let them know how I was feeling, that I was becoming overwhelmed with the amount of the workload that was happening, and that my adjusting from going from one place to another, I wasn't adjusting very well, and they were able to work with me and alongside me to incorporate my needs. Does that sound like something you could possibly do that might help lower your stress level?
Yeah, like I think that's a really good idea. I never really thought about communicating with my boss. I just assumed that like I should probably handle all of it, but I feel like if I communicate with my boss, she would appreciate it because I was kind of keeping her in the loop, but it would also benefit me. I guess I could also talk to my old boss and see if that would even be a possibility to go back there.
Okay.
Because then I could kind of weigh out my options at that point.
Okay, so that sounds like a really good idea then. So then for next week, why don't you go and talk to your boss and see if they can come up with any ideas or solutions that will help you put your school first, because it sounds like school is important to you and you're compromising it, and that your stress level is affecting your emotions right now. So why don't you talk to your employer and see if they can come up with any solutions, and see what the employer at your job right now says, and if you feel the need, if you feel that you're not getting the answer or the reduction of stress that you're looking for, then you can talk to your other employer and see if they can maybe accommodate better to your schedule and to your needs. And then from there next week, we can discuss your options and you can decide where you want to go from there.
Yeah, that sounds super, super good actually.
Okay. So does that sound like something you can do for this week?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty easy to talk to my boss right now, and then going from there, talking to my old boss, and then next week you can help me kind of decide which option is best.
Okay, that sounds great.
Awesome.
Well, have a great day, Cassandra.
Thank you very much for your help.
You're very welcome.